Yo, what's happening, guys? Welcome to a brand spanking new week and a brand spanking new video. Obviously I'm not in Ibiza anymore, as you can tell. Back to fucking England, gloomy weather and ting. But anyway, shout out to everybody that watched the last video, the Ibiza one, of course. All the commenters and likers and new subscribers, welcome to the channel. All the old subscribers, yeah, big up, welcome back. It's the start of a brand new week. It's Wednesday today. To be honest with you, when we come back from Ibiza, me and Sarah have been really ill, which ain't fair, yeah, because for the first time ever, usually when we were in Ibiza before, we would have been super cuckoo for the whole time and come back and probably felt a bit under the weather, but not too bad. This time we went there, behaved ourselves, come back ill. That ain't fair. That's being cheated. We should have gone and got up really, but no, not really. But anyway, yeah, it's the start of a new week, so I did have a couple of things I was meant to have done yesterday, but I was just flat out on the sofa in bits. I woke up today, feel much better. So on my way into London, I've got to go and meet Romper, and then we're going over to see JB, aka London from the Rooftops, JB, Royal JB in Tottenham, to sit down and go through some stuff for our new label, which I'll let you know all about in due course. But that's the first stop of the week, and then we've got Mark Archer on the show, Mr. Alternate himself on Friday, and then I'm playing at the Alternate 35 thing at the Fox and Firkin on Friday night, and what else is going on? There's some other stuff as well, but anyway, look, start of a new week, let's go, boom boom boom, jobs are good. Just landed at Mile End and I've spied him, but he ain't spied me, look. He still ain't spied me. Will I be able to touch him? How close can I get before he spies him? It's only JB, isn't it? Just quickly, guys, because we're going this way, but over that way on the corner, I'm going to do a Rave Diaries episode about it soon. But anyway, that on the corner over there with the scaffolding, that was a club that used to be called Benji's, and then it was called Purple E3. And when it was called Purple E3, we had an office upstairs. Do you know what? Roll Deep made their first album up there. Loads of the Dump Valve stuff. We had an office and a studio up there, and yeah, I've got mad stories about that place. I've seen some of the best fights in my life out the top window when we used to be up there at night and the club would kick out downstairs. Hold on a minute, what have we got going on here? You always wondered who done it, and now we know. I'm going to hide their identity though. Yeah, here we go. What are they putting up? The Vietnam War, 50 years on. US imperialism was defeated. There you go.
Sorry?
I ain't got your face on it because we don't want to get you nicked. You're far too beautiful to be in prison. Gets you everywhere, they tell me. Anyway, right. Yeah, that's Purple E3. We've got stories about that for another day. But you forgot your bottle, girl. All right. Just trying to help. That's not your average billboard poster, is it? She looked like me nan. Anyway, right, this is JB. We'll talk about Purple E3 another day, maybe when I walk back this way later. But for now, we're going to discuss business stuff, proper business, not about proper. So I've just met up with Romper, yeah, and we're in the studio working on some stuff, but I don't want to film what we're up to. It's not illegal, but it's someone else's property. But what I will film is, look at this. To all the pirates out there, yeah, that's how you know. When JB takes his photos, he ain't taking just them kind of snaps that everyone takes. Man's on the tower block, yeah, with the drop keys and the fucking
master number 4, I think.
Shit. So you get your eye to the roof.
yeah, my one's the black one with a red. I've got a red little dot on it and a black handle on mine. Anyway, it's boring, isn't it? No, maybe you do care. Anyway, let's put the camera down so we can talk about keys and stuff. So, you know, we just come over the park to have a quick oranges and that, and we're having a meeting about the label, but you know what, these two lads, they can't hit me now. They've just schooled me and helped me with some other stuff in my life and career. Good friends, man. They're honest here and they tell you what you don't want to always hear, and occasionally I actually listen. So yeah, but anyway, look, I wanted to film this quickly because the Pooh Fairy don't visit here, all right? So if you come to the park we're in, clean up your dog shit, all right? The Pooh Fairy don't visit here. Hello, little doggy. Hello, little mate. Hey. No, I'm not the Pooh Fairy. Well, that was a very productive meeting. I can't wait for you lot to see the label and start hearing some of the tunes. Don't want to say too much yet because we don't want to run before we're walking, but today was very productive. And now I'm walking back to the station. Look at the old rumper there, he's always on a mission, he walks so quick. It's like, you know when you was a little kid trying to keep up with your dad? That's what I felt. Look, he's got his limey. He's only nicked the limey, hasn't he? He's only done a slimy limey. Yeah, like I was saying, that was a really, really productive meeting. Concrete Audio, yeah, that's what the label's called. And you'll see all about it soon. But in the meantime, between time, go on Eddie kid. That's the rumper. Big up JB as well, London from the rooftops. Like I say, we're cooking up something really special, so keep your eyes and your lug holes peeled, alright? So I'm almost done with the afternoon on my way home, but I'm back at Mile Station, which is just over there. You've got to be careful with your old phone around these places. Now you've got the old snatchers. The snatchers are about, aren't they? And so you've got to hold it like super duper tight. Anyway, that's Mile Station over there. This cafe on the corner with the scaffolding up there, that was a nightclub. I mean, I didn't actually know it was in such a bad state looking at it now, but that was a nightclub. Years and years ago it was called Benji's, and then it was known as Purple E3. When it was Benji's, I do believe it was, not all the time, but I do believe it was known as a gay club. I don't know that for a fact, but I'm pretty sure I remember that being the case. And then Purple E3 was what it was called through like the garage era, the house, you know, funky house, all that malarkey. Anyway, Rinse FM was around the corner. When we was doing Rinse the Pirate, we always had studios around here. Most of the station actually live around here. And we used to do not just nights in there, you know, people that was on the radio. We did a few nights in there ourselves as well. But we had that top bit there. Can you see up the top where the scaffolding is? There's a little bit next to it, like a white window, like where the roof is. Yeah, you can see that. And then that was our office and studio. So basically, me, Genius, and Gary J, and then Troy A Plus and Fusion. There was a few of us around, but the three of us run the company together, and that was where it ran from for a little while. So we had a studio up there. Roll Deep's first album, loads of the Dump Valve stuff, but all that kind of stuff went through there, and all the stuff to do with the radio, like all the meetings, all the radio meetings for a little while were actually in the club downstairs during the week. Yeah, it was quite a notorious club round here. This used to be like a little triangle out here. Enough times we'd be up there in the middle of the night, the club would kick out and there would be pure I've seen some wicked punch-ups out here on this bit of road where I'm standing now. All kind of madness outside the club. Shut up, I'm recording. Sorry about that, but anyway, yeah, that was Purple E3 right there. It's the only club where I've put an event on and I weren't allowed in. But that's a story for Rave Diaries and Tower Block Tales. I'll tell that over on that channel. But yeah, big up the Purple E3 crew back in the day. Had some good times in there, to be fair. And that little office, the studio up there, a lot of magic was created in that place around 2002, 3, 4, around that kind of era there. Yeah. Next stop, I've got myself a little sarnie on the train and all. Come on, mate. This train I'm getting on this tube on the old Central line, it's like getting on a tube in New York. Look at this. Oh, look. It's like being in New York. Oh, I'm telling you. This is ghetto, this carriage. Here they come. Ready? Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road. Tell you what though, before the tube's pulling, it sounds like there's a f***ing jet aeroplane coming down the tunnel. Now it's proper loud down here. Also, if I keep just sitting here eating and filming, how long will it be before someone comes up to me and says, "Alright mate, can't do that here"? Maybe we'll find out. I've still got a sandwich and a half to go, so. Oh mate, you've got to hold on to your hat down here, I'm telling you, down here. Down the tooting back, the windy station. Bad thing is, it ain't even windy out there, I say it all the time. Look, get to the top of the stairs, there's no wind. Mad. Anyway, right. Do I get a limers? Nah, there's my bus there. Bus it is. Yo, what's happening guys? Welcome to Thursday. Not much to report today really, just on the usual Thursday runarounds, but we're in Dagenham East at the moment. A beautiful part of Dagenham. This is like the posh bit of Dagenham East. Wrong door. dickhead. Well, just in case you was wondering, yes, it is still a shithole around here. Nothing's massively changed since last week. I'll tell you what, though, while I was in that shop, I see something that reminded me of something. Do you remember them little aeroplanes you used to get? They was in like paper packets, and there'd be like a Spitfire one and this one, and then they were like foam, and you put the wings through the body of the thing. So I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to myself. Yeah, you put the wings through the body, and then it had like a little plastic thing you put on the nose, and if you put it up, it made it go up and down, and you could do tricks. Do you remember them things? Can you still get them? I ain't got kids, so I don't know about things like that, but yeah, babe. Yeah, can you still get them? If you can, I need to get one. I'm going to look on Amazon. I'm going to get a f***ing little plane. I thought that bird was going to have a go at me, like looky, and stuff. You can't film. Shut up, we're in Dagenham. You can do your f***ing one round here. Yo, what's happening, guys? Welcome to Friday. Yo, Exiled. I told you, mate, didn't I? Look. Dugsy's on a line bike. Dugsy's on a line bike. Anyway, right, we're heading into radio. You know what? I just brushed my teeth. I've got the driest mouth, and when I'm riding the bike, like the wind is making my lips stick to my teeth. But anyway, yeah, run away into radio. It is Friday, start of the weekend. I'm stuck behind a bus. Hold on. Yeah, start of the weekend. We've got Mark Archer, Mr. Alternate himself on the show today. And tonight I'm playing at Alternate 35 years alongside Leroy Thornhill and a bag of others as well over at the Fox and Firkin. But you lot will see that later. I've got to do a little right here. Yeah, that's it. I only got a Friday night gig this weekend, but there'll be plenty of other stuff to do. It's looking like the weather's brightening up a little bit, which is a good thing. But like I say, I'm on a line bike. I'm on my way into radio. Mark and Nikki will be there, and there'll be a bag of people tonight. I think Romper might be popping up to see me as well. Look, whatever happens, obviously, you lot will be with me as always. But in the meantime, between time, happy damn Friday to all ears. Yeah, what we got going on here? Let me slow up a little bit. Got a bit of blue tape. Let me turn it around. This is Tooting Common. Well, it don't look good, does it? The woods are all taped off. Yeah, that don't actually fill me with happiness, because that little bit of woods there is obviously a bit secluded, and it's early in the morning, and that only leads me to think something not very nice has happened overnight there. So let's hope whoever's involved is alright. That is the line bike man. That is him. I pulled up on all the bikes, we're going doodle-doo, 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 doodle-doo. You can now get these around where I live, so yeah, you're definitely going to be seeing me on one of them pretty soon. Right, do I get a drink this end or the other end? Yeah, do it the other end. Right, anyway, Tooting Becks, Windy City. Look at that, mate, every time. It's not a bad service, is it, the old London Underground? You can't knock it, to be fair. Well, I'm just on my way into the radio. I don't know if you can see that down there. There's two coppers walking off a geezer. They've just pulled him out of his gaff with handcuffs on, mate. That's not the way you want to start your weekend, is it? Fucking hell. Anyway, we're at the radio. That's a Banksy on the wall over there. We're at the studio, like I say, Mr. Archer. I think Nikki's going to be with him as well, so maybe we'll get Nikki on the mic too. So you've got Mark and Nikki, Archer. Let's not just call it Alternate today, let's get them both involved on the radio. But yeah, sun's come out. Luckily I've got 25 layers of clothes on, sweating me bollocks off. So let me go and let me go and strip down to my phone and let's get the show going. Apparently the radio started, no one told me. Guy's just coming in, he's like, bruv, you've been on air for about an hour. Me and Jess have just been talking shit. Well, anyway, shush you, so I'm professional. Hello. You lot thought I weren't here, didn't you? So did I for a minute, to be fair. If they knew what went on just prior to this show every week, I would like to say I come on sounding professional every week, but that'd be a blatant first lie of the show, wouldn't it? Great Scott indeedy. I'm not going to lie to you lot, that was up there with the most flustered starts of a radio show that I've ever done in my life. But I love it because it kind of keeps me on my toes a little bit.
Oh no, not more bass.
Yeah, check this next track out.
You know, there's a lot on it. Woohoo!
Watch your bass bins, I'm telling you.
Watch your bass bins, I'm telling ya. This tune means the absolute world to me. Seriously. Alternate. Infiltrate 202 Network Records, the grey one. Let's go! When we're not even getting too far into that one because I don't want to waste any time. Keep the shouts them coming in. I'll just check we've already got thousands of shouts, thousands of them. Oh, slightly though, a bit. Even now, at a big 50 years old and not out my nut in a flipping little room in Canberra Sands, sounds a little bit like Egg Muffin still, doesn't it? Be honest. Egg Muffin. Right, so I've heard through the grapevine that the Archers, the Archers have turned up. Yeah, I did give them the door number to get in because they're from up north, a bit slow, aren't they? You know? No, I'm joking. Here he is, the legend of Spaff. He's putting the headphones on, he's not even on yet. Look, these northerners, mate. He's fascinated. Headphones ain't been invented up north yet. He's looking at them like, what are these? He's rubbing them together trying to make fire out of the cups. Right, let's get back to the real show. Stop about that. Right, listen, before we get into the next tune, guys, I'm going to ask you a question, yeah? And this is a serious question because it's out to everybody around the world, yeah? Because I just want to know the answer. What part of England is considered up north? Where does up north start? Because me and Mark have got this argument, yeah? He don't think he can, we'll have this when he's on the mic and all. He don't think he comes from up north. But I'm in London, so to me, but he thinks up north is like the Outer Hebrides or somewhere like that, a bit further on than where he is. So, no, I'm being honest, guys. At what point does up north start to use lot, yeah? Because to me, it's kind of Enfield that way. Yeah. But to Mark, it's a bit. So I'm being genuine. I'm taking the piss, but I'm being genuine. We won't talk about music or Alternate or Nexus or none of that. We'll talk about what's up north. Yeah. Where Mark is. That's up north. Do you know what? I'll just rabbit and I'll keep forgetting that I've got a radio show to do. Is that a picture you have? Got some beard on your son, haven't you? Look at that beard. That's a beard and arm, isn't it? I tried to grow a beard during lockdown. It was the worst beard ever. It looked like a 14-year-old having a go at growing a beard for the first time. When he's first noticed, I've got a bit of bum fluff, I'm going to grow a beard. That was exactly what it looked like. So I appreciate a big beard, mate. Yours is spot on now. Mark Archer, Alternate in the building for as long as we can keep him on the decks for. We're going to go for the full hour, but I don't know if we'll get away with it. What do you reckon, Nick? Yeah. Nicky's the boss, she says it's fine. I feel like I'm putting him under pressure. I've got a camera in his face straight away. You know? Right, Mark Archer, Alternate in the building. We're going to get some rhythms. And then we'll sit down and talk to the man himself about his long career in the music game. Top boy since day one. When I come into it, he was already at the top of the tree. She's working hard over there. I know. I just rewound his intro after I promised I wouldn't get involved. And I was so excited to rewind it, I forgot to film it. Mate, this tune is bad, mate. Look, he's even doing the finger dance. Look at him, look, he should have been a puppeteer. Oh, Nicky's a lucky girl. He played this on my birthday. This was the tune of the night of my 50th. This is the information centre. Fuck off, Mark Archer. Showing off. First half-time oranges of the day. And it is nearly half-time and all. Got Mark in there smashing it out at the moment. He's took over the show for a little while, which is good. Let me get there in the sunshine. But yeah, all in all, mate, good start to the day. Looking forward to sitting down and talking to him. I've been meaning to do this for ages. Last time he was coming down, believe it or not, his alternator broke. You couldn't make it up, could you? Alternate, come into the radio, car breaks down. What's wrong with it? It was his alternator. But today he's here, they've made it. Third time lucky today this is. So yeah, proper looking forward to sitting down and talking to him. He's one of my heroes, mate, don't tell him. And if I do it here, click for the band of Altern. Yeah, he's flinging it down right now. Mark Archer. Back at it for round two on the oranges. He's killing it in there, mate. He's playing one of the best sets that I've guessed things that I've probably ever had on a show. He's proper smashing it in there. And then we've got the interview still to come, so that's all good. But for the minute, oranges. What an amazing little set that was there. Hour and a bit from Mark Archer, Alternate, live on Cool FM and Rinse FM for you lot to enjoy on a Friday.
My dad got me this sampler. I paid him back each week from the decorating and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was like...
YTS days?
Yeah.
YTS
Yes.
days? Yeah.
I was on a YTS scheme.
Me too.
I got a placement.
I knew it would have been that era.
Yeah.
37 quid a week I used to get. Terrible. Anyway,
so
on with the story.
ages to pay this sampler.
I bet it did.
But it was like, it was only like you press a button and you cough into it and you play the cough back. And it was that. There's like this cough that's played a tune with on this tune. And I sampled it off the speaker and played it, and it satisfied the, oh no, that's how they do it.
Right.
kind of
So
thing.
that was the start of it all there.
And then word got round. I don't know how. Like, with no internet, people knew I got this keyboard.
Yeah.
It's just like word of mouth. And there was a guy I used to know from the breakdancing days, and I got laid off from the decorating company that I was working for.
Yeah.
Walking through town and seeing him, he was a few years younger than me, and he was doing like a school placement thing at the co-op, working in the women's clothes department.
Yeah.
And I seen him, I started laughing. And he was like, "Oh, I've got a set of decks. Why don't you bring your keyboard round and we'll, have a jam?"
Yeah.
And that was Dean, who I started Bizarre Inc. with. And
Wow.
all the rest. So I got a moped at the time. I used to ride into Stafford,
You're
park
so
my bike
cool.
up. He was called a beaver as well.
What, the bike? You rode a beaver. So you rode your beaver into town.
Always ride on a beaver.
Oh, mate, I'm so gutted we're on the radio. There's so many things going through my head. So anyway, yeah, back to you rode your beaver into town.
into town.
Yeah, with your,
Wandered round and seen these guys.
Did you wear
breakdancing.
protection, like a crash helmet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you rode your beaver
And waterproof.
with protection. Yeah.
And then we said, "Oh, we've got this stat here. There's 9 tracks on it." They played it, and they're like, "Right, we'll release it, but we can't call this Nexus 21 because it sounds different. It's like you can tell it's you, but it's different."
Yeah.
So like, what do you want to be called? And Chris was in a rock band at his school called Alienate.
Right.
So we're like, we want to be called Alienate.
Yeah.
And then a few weeks later, they said, "Oh, like the,"
With the 8 as well
Yeah,
on the end of
yeah.
Alien 8. Yeah. Okay.
and they said like the records have turned up. We didn't do a DJ promo. It was like an 8-tracker.
Yeah.
So the finished copies have turned up. So we drove over to Birmingham, opened the box, and there's a sticker on it. It says Alternate.
No way.
You've got it. You've got the name wrong. And they're like, "Well, it's too late now. It's stuck."
I love this.
That was that. But
I love this.
That comes into play like years later.
Yeah.
That saved my bacon. That did.
What, the name change?
Yeah. So
Right.
so we released this tune. It's an 8-tracker. Didn't have any of the with the names with 8 on the end, and it was an 8-tracker. We called Alternate, but we hadn't figured the 8 thing
Yeah.
out yet. It was still in its infancy. So that came out. And
You've still to create that.
Yeah. There's the first.
There'll be a few. Don't worry.
And I think because it was an 8-tracker and DJs were buying it purely on like the money value of the
Yes.
thing. You've got like 8 tracks you could play in a DJ set or at home in your bedroom.
Yeah.
Rather than like one import that's costs more. So when we did Infiltrate, people were already looking out for the release.
Yeah.
Like kind of Alternate. I've got
Yeah.
that. Their last one.
Right, so that was that, guys. What a wicked show that was. We had the Spaff General in the day with us over there. Oh, Spaffy Duck.
We're going to think loads of them.
Oh, anyway, we're out of here. I don't know if I'm going to get the sack. I've been saying Spaff on the radio all day thinking it was code. Apparently everyone knows what it means apart from me. Spunky Spaffy. Anyway, we'll see you tonight at the thing. Yeah, this is Mark and Nicky, everybody. It's been great. Even Daddy Natch has turned up over there. Look, here he is, the other Spaffer. Right, we're out of here. So that's us done for another week. That was a wicked show, mate. Mark's a legend, man. He really is. As legends go, he's a top legend. But anyway, right, that's us done for another week on the radio anyway. My battery's nearly dead on my phone as well. So I will probably see you at some point this evening. We're heading over to the old Fox and Ferks. Alright, right, see you in a bit.
There are severe delays on the Jubilee line.
Delays.
Due to London Fire Brigade investigating. There are severe delays on the Northern line.
Delays.
Network branch.
That's my line. I'm stuck. It's telling me 16 minutes for the next tube. I was only bigging them up this morning. Dickheads. Mate, this is a nightmare, I'm telling you. Walked into Old Street, he was telling me 16 minutes for the next tube after I was bigging up the underground this morning. Then it went up to 18 minutes, so oh, there we go again. More delays, I told you. Anyway, shut up, I'm talking. I've ended up going two stops backwards to the other way. Hold on a minute. Basically, she's been talking for about 10 minutes. There's severe delays everywhere. That's basically it. There's a good service on other London Underground lines. fucking ain't none left. Anyway, I've had to go 2 stops the other way, and now I'm at King's Cross, I think. I think that's where I am. Anyway, I'll try and dive onto the old blue line, the Victoria, and then head towards Brixton, get off at Brixton and work out how I'm going to get home from there. But at the minute, mate, after bigging up the flipping tubes this morning, I jinxed myself, didn't I? The tubes are effed today, badly. Friday evening's not a good look. Gosh, here we go. Right, we will go. It's turning into another Coney Island adventure. We will make it to Coney, we will make it. I know I've got a seat on this one, and oh, lovely jubbly. Might have cheated time, like Marty McFly. I've got the the thingy line, and I've got off a Stockwell, because it can connect to the northern line, which is where I need to be. And I've just walked through to the thingy, and it's saying there's a tube in 5 minutes, and that gets me home. So fingers crossed, as long as they don't start putting added extra time on the end to our football match, we should be home soon. Maybe it wasn't as bad as we thought. Cross your fingers for me, guys. Stinks on there. Mate, that was some red hot ride, bro. Obviously, where there's no tubes and I cheated time, I've got to a train, got 10,000 million people who are doing the same thing, innit? So when it pulled in, mate, let me tell you, that was packed. I couldn't even pick my phone up and lift it in the air. That's why I did it from right down there. It was and hot as fuck. Luckily, I've got 2 jackets and a t-shirt. Dickhead. Typical, innit? After singing the praises this morning, there's all, I don't know what's happened. There's a fire thing on the Northern Line apparently, but there's disruptions everywhere. But we're home, well, we're not home, but we're nearly home, so we made it back to Coney Island. See you tonight, guys. Fox and Firkin. Right, so we just got here, but now we're going to the green room. But look, we've got the top of his head and the bottom of his head. Look, it's only 5 alive.
I'm a bit worried, you know.
I found 5 alive on the. He's on the stairs, mate, smoking a fag. He was like it was the 80s.
Oh my days.
I don't know where we're going. Knows.
Are we doing a bait job? Listen.
Yeah, in a minute. I'm gonna drop you through the. Oh fuck me. Oh hello, look at this. Well, isn't that? Look, T cuts the man. They all are. Zup zup. Zup zup. I'm going home. But look, this is the fucking highlight of the night. Look at this, not 1, but 4 shaken up. That's when you know you've made it, mate. Right about now, this ain't even the sounds of Mark Archer or Alternate. This is Nexus 21. Check that fucking t-shirt out. This ain't Mark Archer or Alternate. This is Nexus 21, mate. The real deal. Yeah, the Fox and Firkin, 11 o'clock set I'm on. Just filling up now. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to play. I'm in between Mark and Leroy Prodigy, so we're going to keep it kind of, don't know, 91, 92 I suppose. We'll see what happens, innit? Anyway, it's Friday night, Fox and Firkin, Alternate and friends, 35 years. Yeah, man. Little bit of science. He's hiding in the corner. I can see him. About. Right, on with the show. Last one for me. Leroy's up next. Jazz all the gang in the Fox and Firkin. Bravo crew. Come on. A big old 55 tonight. I fucking love working with these guys. I fucking love it. The north-south debate from earlier is still going on. I know. Sarah, where does north start?
What for Gap?
What for Gap?
She's on your team.
I paid her. I paid her to say that. Well, let's jump and see what we got here. So this is us out the back. This is the smoking area at the Fox and Firkin. It's nice and busy inside now, but this is us out here. And then we've got the full team here. We've got the gang here, the gang. They don't know I'm filming them. It's a little firm out tonight. It's even fucking. Look, we've even got a guest at £15. £15? He don't come out much. Oh, let's get down here with his. He don't come out much, but when he does, he's always the Wanderer returns. V4M. You know what that is? Value for money. Smashing on the thing with the X project. Right, so this is is where we've been tonight, and it has been excellent. Been tipsy?
Yeah, I've had 3 Coronas. 3 Coronas.
Weirdly, we're in the toilet. You having a shit in now? Dirty. I've been sent in like bruv, you got it again. Oh, yeah. Turn around. You silly funny. You got a tissue hanging out your Gary. Why tissue hanging out? Oh, mate, I should have set fire to that. So that's it, the night's over, we're done and dusted from me and the Wiggo tonight. Had a good night, Wiggs?
Yeah.
She's got her alternator on, so she's in full support. Yeah, big up Mark and Nikki. Happy 35 years to Mr. Archer. Good vibe in it tonight. Big up all the Fox and Firkin crew. Shout out to Five Alive for hosting. And everyone that we bumped into until tomorrow. That was like a proper fade then. Like, I couldn't have planned that any better. Yeah, what's happening, guys? Welcome to Saturday. The sun is out, it's blazing, but I'm in an underground car park. Just doing a bit of Tesco Saturday afternoon shopping, which is a f***ing nightmare. But yeah, that's all we're doing today, so I thought I'd take you with me. Wiggo's in there already. I've got to go and find her now in amongst all the madness, so wish me luck. Take have a quick oranges, prepare myself for the madness. Right, let's do it. Tesco's on a Saturday. Well, Tesco's have let the side down. Wanted to get myself a little cheeky milkshake, and all they've got is chocomel and some other shit ones, so thumbs down for Tesco's, mate. Sainsbury's is the home of the shake and other though, mate. Well, no, you're not doing it, babe. You know what? I was just slagging off Tesco's, and then I've turned round. Divine intervention. Look at this. Not even in the right fridge. One solo abs. I'm having that. I ain't gonna lie. That's made me really happy. I don't know where they would have been either, because I ain't even know spaces where they would have been. But randomly, there is one shake and other from the milkshake gods that is now in the trolley. Queue for Greg's in the Tesco's. People in here getting their shopping and grabbing a quick Greg's. I don't like Greg's. Greg's is the worst bakers. Fucking horrible, mate. I know people do love a Greg's. I've never understood it. But we don't even know about Percy Ingle. If you know about Percy Ingle, then you wouldn't even bother with Greg's all your life. But even that's gone now. Oh, where are we? Beans. To be fair, as visits to Tesco's on a Saturday afternoon go, that was pretty painless. I think because it's well hot outside, there's like I say, there's hardly anyone in here, still packed in here, but it ain't like a normal Saturday afternoon. So all in all, mate, we've got everything we wanted. How long was in there? 10 minutes? 15 max. Smashed it. Yeah, what's happening, guys? Welcome to Sunday. And it is a nice calm Sunday. We're just over the common. There's the Wiggo there behind me. She's come over here to hug a few trees. And we just come over here to catch a bit of nature. We're lucky we've got this place right close to us, Tooting Common this is. Got a few, we've got Streatham Common and blah blah blah, but this is our local one. So yeah, I'll tell you what, through lockdown, this place saved us, mate. This little forest here give us some sanity and somewhere to go every day. So yeah, got I was going to say fond memories attached to it, but it ain't really fond, is it? But you know what I'm saying anyway. It was a nice place for us to be able to come, considering we live like smack bang in the middle of London. What have we got going on over here? Let's turn the camera around. Don't know what's going on over here. Man's recording a video as well. Little reggae man. Let's go and find out what's going on. You're walking through the forest and you never know what you're going to bump into. Could be anything. Could be a man shooting a video. I was literally just saying on my video diary, you never know what you're going to see when you walk through, and ta-da, look at that, they're shooting a video over here. Barry Isaac, there you go. Anyway, that was Barry Isaac filming in Tooting Common. Don't really know if they was filming a video or if he was recording something. I don't know what was going on there. It was a bit of a weird one, to be fair, but yeah, big up man up Barry Isaac. We come out of the forest into the park. We're walking along here and this lady in front of us, she done this like, you know when your ankle just goes underneath you, she was just like walking normal and her leg went, and I started laughing and fucking, she got the hump with me a little bit. So I said I was apple. Look at this tree though, that's why I turned the thing on. Look at this tree. That is a flipping mad tree, isn't it? Don't know whether it's got something wrong with it or whether it's meant to be like that, but no, it's a mad tree. Oh mate, we're at the lake, but something's happened, look. Brother, I have done exactly that thing. One time I went to throw some bread out and I threw my front door keys in by mistake, and I had to wade in and get them, and so I thought it was hilarious. So I reckon, mate, he's done something very similar. He's having a nightmare, look. He's dropped it. Did you find him? Oh, I thought that was it. He's dropped his glasses in there, hasn't he? Nightmare. Listen, like I say, me and the Wiggo was over Barking Park once. Threw some bread out for the ducks. Threw my keys in as well, didn't I? And it was about oh, look at that over there, babe. Yes! Hey! We all had faith in you. I love that. I found my keys, he's found his glasses. But anyway, back to this, look. Where is he? Here he is. There. It's a fucking big bird. Getting his little honeysuckle on. Can't find it. A bit dry, them ones, aren't they, mate? You need to get yourself a couple of fresh ones. Couple of freshers.
Oh, there's nectar on them.
Oh, get in there, boy. Drop a little show off, mate, on the little stage. Got a dog here and all. Come out now. I don't know where you've come from, mate. The mad thing is the dog come out of the bushes. I don't even know where the dog's going. Hello, mate. Hello. Right, so we've just sat down for a bit of half-time oranges before we go back. But if I spin this round, we was here a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it? This is the return fixture. I want to catch them scoring at least one goal. They've got to score one goal, haven't they? Like when we used to play over the park, the score used to be like 40, 30 and all that, you know what I mean? This guy's is confusing the team. He's got red on, but he's playing with the other team. Another miss. Yeah, this guy's running for the ball. He's got red on, but he plays for the coloured ones. First corner of the game for the colours. What was that? What the fuck was that? Kicked it about 4 miles. Right, the 600th corner of the match. If they don't look, he's got his arms up in the air like that means something. That is pot luck where that ball lands. Look, you know what I mean? That was what it means. Hands in the air means hands. Mate, that geezer that took the corner, he thinks that he is Pele. All I can hear is him, innit, mate, piping up. They lost the ball a minute ago. They kicked the ball. It went in the bushes over there, lost the ball. 50% of both teams are now behind the goal having a snout. You gotta love it, innit? Anyone who plays football, yeah, at this kind of level, you know, there's always someone in the team that thinks they're the bollocks, innit? This geezer here, the one with the ball now who's throwing the ball at the other one. He's just been full of shit, and now he's trying to assert his footballness over everyone else. But really, he's pony and all. Look, ready? He's got 0. See what I mean? Bullying. We're going again. You ready? Let's see how flashy he is this time. Come on, let's see what you got, big boy. That was shit. See what I mean? He's full of chat, brother. If his football was as good as his chat, he'd be on the fuck out. Here we go, another one. Oh, mate, he schooled him. See what I mean? Yeah, if his football was as good as his chat, mate, he'd be in a Champions League final yesterday. It's the little baby fox. And mum, hello, mate. You're getting bigger. Yeah, what's happening, guys? Welcome to Monday. And yeah, I was going to end the video yesterday. But what I've decided was, because I'm on my way to hospital now to do my first bit of physio, I didn't want to start a new video going to the hospital, so I thought I'd end it. What's better, ending or starting? I don't know. But anyway, we're ending it. So, not literally, but on my way over to, another thing, my doctors is still registered in flipping Dagenham, so half my appointments in life are in South, where I live, and the other half are over in Essex, so I'm fucking, I've got to go on the trains over to King George's, which is, mate, the station you have to get off at is Newbury Park. It's a proper rural one, but it's rural, stuck on the A12, not in the middle of the countryside. So that's where we're heading to first, and we'll see where the wind blows us. But we've got an action-packed week next week, so we're going to end this one today, start next week tomorrow. All Alright, that sounds like my train. That sounds like my train. Panic, panic, panic. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Happy days. Bang, bang. Once again, perfect bit of timing. Got me shaking up, so I'm laughing. Oi, oi! Mind the gap. I've just done a proper div move, man. Because I rushed onto that tube, the one on the board said next tube was via Newbury Park. It weren't though, was it? I got on the one that had already cleared off the board. I'm thinking I shouldn't be coming here. I'm at South Woodford now. I should have gone the other way. I've looked up and I'm like, oh shit, so now I've got to get a tube 2 stops back. And it's just long. Luckily I've got bags of time, but it is long, I ain't gonna lie. And I have to go out the station and come back in again because you've got to switch platforms. It's probably cost me double and all. Such a cock. Let's try again. You think the amount of tubes I get, I know what I'm doing. Now that one caught me on the hop. I was too quick for me own good. For once though, I left with bags of time to spare, which is really unlike me, so it's paid your dividends today. Listen, you got a milkshake, mate, sunshine, what are you f***ing moaning for? That's what done me, look, I went straight down. Needed to go that way, didn't I? Stupid. Leighton Orient crew, Brisbane Road, come on. Did you know that I used to play for Leighton Orient?
There to there.
Well, it's killed me, guys. I couldn't do it there, could I? Yeah, I used to play for Leighton Orient up till I was 16. Then I went to rain dance, took a little thingy, watched Slim Matt DJ, fuck football off. I think it was a good decision looking back.
This is a Central Line train to Newbury Park.
Boom. To be fair, this train is a bit ghetto, like that one the other day. It's a bit New Yorky, but the good thing is when you're on a little quiet carriage like this one, you can stick a little oranges together for the other end. So that's a good thing. We've got about a couple of stops to go. It's about a 30-minute walk. I told you, it's a proper weird station, this one. It's on the A12 and you come out, it's just like you're on a motorway.
This is Newbury Park,
Thank you.
where this train terminates.
Thank you.
Please mind the gap between the train
Yeah, bro.
and the platform. All change.
You know, gives a chance. He's in a rush, isn't he? Look at him go, look. Well, here we are in all this glory. Newbury Park Station. It's in some weird like tunnel thing, I don't know. But that is about... When you see it, you drive past, you know, that looks like no train station. Then you come out, there's all here. Like, let me turn the camera around. You can't even get a line bike here. You get nothing. You just literally walk out of the station and you're here, look. Fucking on the A12. So now I've just got to kind of walk until I get to civilization. But yeah, look, here it is. Newbury Park. You probably all drove past it on your way into London or your way out of London on the A12. But yeah, the highlight of it is the shape of it. Apart from that, it's a proper shit station. But to be fair, if it weren't here, I'd have had to walk further. So again, stop moaning, ducks. Luckily we come prepared, don't it? With a little half-time orange is ready. Do you know, I'll take my jacket off. It is nice and warm now. Oh, that's better. You know, it is warm today again. Didn't say it was going to be this. I said it was going to be cloudy, but it is a bit cloudy. But it's f***ing hot, mate. Oh, this is going to be a mission, man. I thought I was going to be able to get a limey. Mate, I just checked my flipping Lime app to see if there was a limey nearby. The whole area for miles around is red. That means they ain't even been invented round here yet. Backwardsville, mate. I don't know much about motorbikes, but that is a nice motorbike. There's 2 of them, look. Prefer the blue one. I don't even know about motorbikes, but that's a weapon, but not as much of a weapon as that one there. Look at that. Gosh. Ninja. I reckon I could fall off that one and tie that really good. This one is me. King George's Hospital, 396. Just going to sit here. It is sort of semi-civilised around this bit. You've got a couple of shops. I'm going to sit here, smoke my doobie, and then jump on a bus. I've ended up outside the old Polski Sklep, innit? You know what that is? Now the old Polski Sklep. Vicky Flanagan knows about the Sklep. Fucking hell, mate, I'd have been better off walking on my hands and knees. I've been waiting, mate. Oh, is this it? Oh, there we go. I spoke too soon. We're here in the nick of time. Urgent treatment. Mate, where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? I'm going to go over the main entrance. We're going to guess So I wonder how quick these lot are going to be. I've been doing the old 45 minutes thingy, innit? So let's see. That was a good start. Went through the wrong doors. Down here, past the fruit stall, which is here. Up there on me right, they said. Badly signposted. Well, big up man like James. My physiotherapist now. What a lovely geezer. I was in that 40 minutes and all. He's giving me some stretches to do, but he thinks that the metalwork that they've put in is stopping. Because I said to him, like, it don't feel like it's getting any better. It got to a certain place and now it ain't got any better. So we think that it might be the metalwork that's restricting the movement, so we can help a little bit, but until that actually comes out further down the line, I don't know whether I'm going to be able to use it properly or get it any higher than it already is, which is a fucking pain in the arse. I can only really get it like, you know, that high at the moment still, which is not ideal. But the good thing is he did say he thinks it's because of the metalwork, not because of anything, you know, any problems. But mate, it's just fucking, I don't know. Just doing me in now. It's been like 4 or 5 months, isn't it? And I just feel like I'm going nowhere at the moment. I ain't gonna lie, it gets me down, it gets me sad. Like, it's all laughs and jokes and all that, and it's not the end of the world. I know that, but it just feels like I'm going nowhere with it. And you know, stupid things like I can't even dive in a fucking swimming pool or swim when we're in, you know, when we're abroad. And which again, it's not the end of the world, is it? But it's just shit. It's just shit, I ain't gonna lie. I give it all the big end of that, but it's shit. But luckily, yeah, he's a nice dude. He seems to know what he's talking about, so big up James. And right, I'm off to get something to eat and start threading my way home slowly, I guess. I needed a drink on the way in, and there's no machine in it, so I need to find a little shop. Let's do that first. Yeah, I've got myself a little cheeky can of Tango. Some geezer comes, say, alright mate, can you buy me a packet of M&M's? So I treated him, well I didn't have any M&M's, I've treated him to a Mars. Cheers, girl. Mars bar and a packet of Polo, so that's my good deed for the day. I ended up walking back another way. I'm now at this is Goodmay Station, isn't it? This one over here is the Elizabeth line, the new line, which I don't even know if I've even been on it yet. I don't really have to come this way too much on the tube usually, so it'll be an experience, won't it? But I was going to get some food and I walked past about 1,000 shops, and now I'm at the station and I've just remembered. So nice one, Dozy. I'll have to get some of the other end. I ain't stopping now. Mate, I've ended up with a cheeky little drink and an old school packet of spirals. And here we are, Goodmay Station. That's me, bruv. This is like Argy's manor and he ain't even out. I might just go around Argy's and just sit in the usual spot and wait for him to come back. Freak him out when he gets home. This ain't one of them ghetto trains. Look at this. Very posh. Bet there ain't no graffiti on this one. Right, on we pop. Well, for the most part, that was a nice experience. That's like it's a bit like an overground challenge. It's like an overground. See it in there. See that in there. That goes like on the underground. But anyway, I nearly choked to death on them. No, see the Chris I had them twister things. Fucking hell, bro. I nearly choked to death eating them. For fuck's sake. I was coughing for about 10 minutes, you know, it all starts getting on top, everyone starts looking at you, I was sweating. Anyway, next stop, Northern Line. Fuck, I put some miles in it down to right on the Liverpool Street now, a long dark tunnel, check that one out. Well, it's not really dark, but it's a long tunnel. I'm f***ing knackered, mate. I tell you, look at that, mate. Can't knock it, I've had a good old run today, haven't I? Right, next stop, home. Well, that's that done, mate, we're on sweet. And had the usual nutter on the carriage shouting at everyone, but there's two geezers down the other end and one of them kept staring at me. I was thinking, I don't know, it was one of them ones. I wasn't sure whether sometimes you think that the people know you or not. But I thought, no, this geezer looks like he wants to give it a lot. But as I got off the tube, he's like, oh, I said, yeah, mate, I follow your podcast. I was at your birthday, blah, blah, blah. So if that was you, mate, next time you see me on the tube, you say hello, yeah? But anyway, right, we're at the Windy Station. Nearly done, nearly there. I swear they just followed me, these. Honestly, I swear they follow me, I swear. Mad people follow me. F***ing hell. Literally just got off the tube. Some shouting at everyone on there. Now you got this walking down the road shouting at everyone. Mental health is a massive problem. Everywhere I know, but in London, mate, they're everywhere and it ain't safe. It ain't their fault, but it ain't safe. They walk down the road shouting. Do you know what happens in the end, sadly? Someone will stick it on him in the end. He's getting a bit lively up here, but yeah, it's sad because it ain't his fault. Or he'll stab someone up. And then they'd be like, oh, you shouldn't have been on the street. It happens all the time. And it's bad round here. South London's bad for it, mate, I'm telling you. When I moved over here, that was one of the things that I massively noticed. Yeah, so you know what, guys, I think that is it for this week. I'm nearly home anyway. And as soon as I get in, I'm going to make a start on the edit and see if I can get this up nice and lively for you lot. So, yeah, as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and comment and share with your mates, and of course subscribe if you haven't already. Love to you all. Next week's a big week. We've got a 4-gig weekend, and I think we're going out and doing a bit of fly postering, which I ain't done for ages, for Rumba and Dante's birthday, which is coming up. I think it's the 26th of July. You'll see loads for that anyway, but yeah, for now that is us done this week. Next week we've got the house party, we've got Invicta in Folkestone, we've got Jamie G's birthday, and we've got Brighton Vivid People on a Sunday. So it's going to be an action-packed one. But for now, peace and love to you all. Thank you for watching. And again, don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, come on, man. Come on, we've been doing it a year now. We must be f***ing mates by now, surely. Anyway, peace, guys. We're out of here. Yeah.